there is a disconnect between customer experience and brand/company perception of what we're delivering. I call that a value gap or value disconnect, but whatever's going on there. The other thing I hear you talking about is agility. Was there anything else you would add that might be helpful in terms of keeping a nimble insights practice?
The one thing I would add is, and this is also from talking to other insights leaders out there, and as they've tried to bring more agile tool sets and skill sets and onto their teams, there's oftentimes resistance from the insights people themselves.
Oh, interesting.
Because you're doing something different. Is my job under threat because you're bringing more in-house? A lot of us research departments have had this discussion. It doesn't mean we're all doing it. A lot of us aren't. But we're bringing parts of it more in-house.
You're moving their cheese, as an old boss of mine said.
That's right. That's right. I think there's a book around that.
Yes. I think that's where she got it from too.
That's cool. And I think as we have these discussions, that you have to be empathetic and attentive to the people on your team, especially those that have been doing this for decades, in terms of their own skill sets and helping them upskill and helping them still feel valued, and the strengths that they have and the experience that they have is utilized. And I think that's up to us as we implement these nimble frameworks as leaders to keep in mind. The other stuff I think we talked about, having a plan and bringing in your stakeholders, but not too much, and some of that I think we touched on earlier.
You've given us a ton of insight about insight. Maybe stepping out of that topic a little bit, Can we just talk about work culture for a moment? I know that's something that you're also really passionate about.
Absolutely.
How has that changed over the course of your career? What are your thoughts on this?
The first thing, whenever we talk about this, comes to my mind is I remember my very first job at Kantar. It was in the late 90s. And I remembered when you went on vacation. I don't remember a lot of projects I worked on then because I was having a lot of fun outside work. But I remember when you went on vacation, there wasn't a laptop to bring. And even if you had a laptop, you didn't bring it. And unless you went to an internet cafe to check your webmail or whatever, you were really done for 2 weeks. You were off. You were present with your girlfriend or your friends or whatever, and your family. And I have not had a moment, if I'm honest, there has not been a moment short of the week between Christmas and New Year's, because our company shuts down, other companies do. You really don't have that time away. And I think that's something that we are grappling